Hey everybody, it's Jason Eichmiller, reverse mortgage expert, and I was just watching a video on YouTube today, an 8-minute long rant by Dave Ramsey telling us basically that reverse mortgages are the devil's tool. In fact, Dr. Ramsey, the non-financial advisor, because he really isn't one, said that 100% of the time, not even 99% of the time, 100% of the time, reverse mortgages are awful. I'm paraphrasing here. So what we're going to do, and it's an 8-minute video by the way, in probably less than 8 minutes, we're going to go over why Senior Ramsey dislikes, distrusts, and really hates reverse mortgages, and then we'll get to why he's wrong. So buckle up and we're going to go for a ride here. So if you can see, my handwriting is not that great. This says, why Dave Ramsey hates reverse mortgages and why he is dead, D-E-A-D, wrong. All right, so the first thing that Dr. Ramsey, and again I say doctor laughingly because he does not have a doctorate, he's not a financial advisor. His claim to fame is that he was a real estate investor back in the 80s and he lost all of his money. I think he went bankrupt in 1988 and then started making money telling other folks what to do with their money, and that's what he does now. He sells a lot of stuff. So anyway, the first thing that Mr. Ramsey says about reverse mortgages is that people have lost their homes with a reverse mortgage. And Dave, you're right. People have lost their homes with a reverse mortgage, and people can lose their homes with a reverse mortgage. Let me tell you why it is very unlikely that somebody will lose their home with a reverse mortgage, especially if they're fairly responsible. So people lost homes. Okay, so according to Mr. Ramsey, and I think this is actually true, of all the reverse mortgages originated between 2009 and 2015, I believe 14% of them ended up being in a tax foreclosure. And that's not really a good thing, to tell you the truth, so I'm agreeing with you, Dave. Like you and I, we kind of see eye to eye on this. Here's where he gets it wrong. Dave Ramsey shot his YouTube rant in 2018, where the reverse mortgage rules had changed. So why do people lose their homes with a reverse mortgage? How can you lose your home with a reverse mortgage? It's if you don't pay your property taxes. Now I'll ask you, the viewer here, do you pay your property taxes or not? I mean, we don't want to. We don't like paying our property taxes. It isn't fun. We don't like paying taxes. We don't like paying homeowners insurance. We don't like filling up the gas tank. We don't like paying our grocery bill. But we have to, and we do it because we're responsible human beings. So prior to 2015, basically any old Joe who had a heartbeat and equity in their home could get a reverse mortgage. So yes, Dave, you're right. There were some bad reverse mortgages written, and some irresponsible people, or people who just couldn't afford their taxes, got reverse mortgages and they still couldn't afford their senior living expenses. And yes, they tax foreclosed. Now, in 2015, though, things absolutely changed. Us as an industry, we realized that that's not a good thing. We don't want to give people reverse mortgages where they're just a Band-Aid. We don't want to give folks reverse mortgages when they can't afford their property taxes, their homeowners insurance, their light bill, their grocery bill, their senior living expenses. So what do? We start a financial assessment. What that means in English is that we're going to look at your credit, we're going to look at your income, and we need to make sure that you have a history of paying your bills and paying your responsibilities on time, just like a traditional mortgage. And if you don't have a history of paying it on time, we're either going to turn down the loan, or if we can do the loan for you, and I actually have one reverse mortgage in play right now, we're doing this exact thing, is we're not just going to pay off your mortgage and your bills, but we're also going to hold a side escrow account. You know how they have escrow accounts in regular mortgages. We're going to hold a reverse mortgage escrow account to pay your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance for the rest of your life. So if you are financially irresponsible or you don't have enough money to continue on to pay your bills, then we're actually going to pay your property charges for you. Remember, this started in 2015 because we saw what was going on. We saw the writing on the wall. We saw that folks who shouldn't be able to get reverse mortgages were getting them. So we don't want a single person losing their home. And you can't be perfect. You can't control everyone. I understand that. But you as HUD and the FHA and as lenders, we got to make sure that we're giving this loan to people who can use it to really to empower their retirement and to live in their homes for the rest of their lives. So, Dave, you are right. People have lost their homes with reverse mortgages. But if you will look at the data now, Dave, and you'll see what's happened since May of 2015 till present, people are able to use reverse mortgages to live in their homes comfortably for the rest of their lives. And I would bet that the number of tax foreclosures are very, very low because we don't let at-risk people get reverse mortgages. Okay? So that's number one. Second part of this point, Dave, for about 5 minutes of his rant, he says that that reverse mortgages are so bad because people have lost their homes due to not paying their property taxes. But what if you have a regular mortgage? And what if you don't have a mortgage? What if you're free and clear and you don't pay your property taxes? You know what happens? It takes a little longer, but if you don't pay your property taxes, whether you have a reverse mortgage, a regular mortgage, or no mortgage at all, they're going to take your home. I repeat, if you don't pay your property taxes, you will have a tax foreclosure. So, reverses, we just want to be a little bit more responsible. We only want people to take this program if it's really going to empower them to live in their homes for the rest of their life. God willing, financially comfortable. So, that is number one. People who lost homes, they don't lose their homes anymore when they get reverse mortgages. Or anybody who got one since 2015 is all good. So, numero dos. Let me get my Spanish on. Reverse mortgage rates are high. REV, MTG, my pen is running out, jeez. Rates high, I'm just gonna do an arrow. Rate high. Boom, there's my arrow. So right now, traditional forward mortgage rates, and of course it depends on the time that you watch this, but as of May 2019, forward mortgage rates are about 4% or so, a little bit higher. What Dave's argument, and again, Dave's dated, so this happened back when rates were a little lower. Dave's argument was that since regular 15-year mortgage rates, remember 15 years, since 15-year mortgage rates were in the mid-3s, that having a reverse mortgage where the rates are like right around 5%, a little bit higher, having a reverse mortgage where the rates, where you don't make any monthly payments with a reverse, where the rates were a little bit higher, was horrible. Not good for any senior citizen. I will ask you, Dave, does it make sense for a senior citizen on fixed income to get a regular mortgage over 15 years where they're probably not going to outlive it, they're probably going to pay for the rest of their lives, and, Dave, are monthly payments on a 15-year mortgage higher than a 30-year mortgage or lower than a 30-year mortgage? I would argue that they are higher, far higher. I would also argue that no senior on fixed there's some seniors on fixed income where this makes sense. You never say all or no because you have outliers. But the majority of seniors on fixed income should stay as far away as possible from a 15-year mortgage. It's going to tie up far too much of their cash flow. So, yes, reverse mortgage rates are a little bit higher than regular mortgages. But what's the best thing about getting a reverse? One of the best things about getting a reverse mortgage, your cash flow. Yes, your rates, you can get a 5% fixed reverse mortgage rate. Not too bad. Rate doesn't go anywhere. What's better than that, whether it's 5%, 4%, or 6%? The fact that you're getting this money, you're either paying off your mortgage, or you're getting monthly income, or you're getting money in this line of credit that actually grows over the years, but that's a different video. You're getting this money and it's not impacting your cash flow. It's not impacting your Social Security. You're getting rid of expenses. And when you're on fixed income, that is so, so, so very important. All right, so we're at 10 minutes right now, and I said that the video was going to be under 8, but I had some good information for you, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So, again, Dave Ramsey vehemently dislikes reverse mortgages. I don't know if he understands reverse mortgages or not. He might not. I don't think he does. Susie Orman's the same way. I'll do another video on her because she has a lot of venom to spit out about reverses too. I don't think she has a full understanding of reverses. I think that no matter what, whether you have a reverse or a regular or no mortgage, you've got to pay your property taxes or you're in big trouble. I know that myself, as a guy who's done over 450 of these, that we vet folks really, really hard to make sure that they can afford their senior living expenses and that they have a history, a positive history of paying their senior living expenses. So that is all for now. If you like this video, you want to see more, go ahead and hit subscribe right below. And if you need to talk, if you have a specific question, you can always email me at jasone@reversemortgagereality.com. Again, that's Jason E, Jason E as in E, at reversemortgagereality.com. Or you can give us a ring at 267-289-1095. Again, it's 267-289-1095. Thank you so much for taking the time to think objectively, to listen to what I have to say, and please, any questions that you have, I'm glad to answer absolutely everything. Thanks so much, and take care of yourself.